Good morning everybody and welcome to Bonsai Expression. I'm up nice and early today because it's due forecasting rain all day today, so while the weather's holding out I've got about an hour and a half, so we need to get a couple of videos made just before it absolutely buckets down today because it's forecasted all day and it's not going to stop. So I've got about, as I say, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours just to get some videos made. So racing against the clock today. Anyway, it's been about 10 months since we've seen this beauty on the channel, so we're going to get stuck into it. It is summer, believe it or not, because as I say, 2 hours time maximum and then the rain comes again. You think we've got stormy season coming, but as I say, 10 months, look at the growth and the thickness that this bad boy has put on. Now if you remember, last time I did a massive trim on this and I decided we were going to change the angle, planting angle. It's still planted in the same pot and the same angle, but I changed the angle because originally this was the front, if you remember, and then I said after I did the trim I was going to say this here round about there for you was going to be my new front. So when I repotted up, that was going to be my new planting angle. I do quotations but I've got my hands full. So that's my new front, just sitting here. Now I'm going to give it a slight minor trim. I don't want to go too heavy on it today. I always say that, but I always do. So I'm going to go a little less heavy. And I'm going to give it a bit of a trim because it's already grown nicely the way I intended to it. It's got a conical shape already. And I want to just give it a little bit more compactness. Yes, it is a real word. I made it up. It's in the dictionary. A day to challenge me on it. Don't challenge me on it. So I'm just going to bring it in a little bit more, keep it in the conical shape. You'll notice that I've got some extra branches that I didn't have when I originally trimmed it up, and yes, I want to keep them because it looks great. Fantastic. Well done, tree. Well done, me. I'll take credit for it. I did the trimming. It was my judgment call. I knew it was going to happen. I've got the skills, don't you know? I probably haven't. It's the tree. But I'll take credit. So, I've got a couple of extra branches in here as well that I just need to remove. Only little minor ones. And then again, I'm just going to reduce the height a little bit. Keep it conical, as I say. Keep it, bring it in a little bit more. These front ones, because they've got a little bit more growth, I just need to reduce them as well. Maybe take some of them out. I've got some branches here that I just need to make decisions. Do I lose them or not? As I say, just take out some of the inner ones, reduce the height, keep it compact, because ficus like to grow out and spread, but I want to keep it in. As I say, the growth is quite gangly. Other than that today, nice and easy video, shouldn't be too long, not going to be boring. We'll get it done, bish bash bosh. And then we move on to the next video. And I've got so much stabbing in my glove, so I need to change my gloves as well. And just before I even start trimming this excellent looking tree, I just want to show you how thick the aerial roots have started to, well, thicken up basically. Just look, you can see these things are nice and solid now. And just look. Plenty of growth, plenty of thickness. Just goes to show how healthy this tree is. Nice bit of feed, and they've yeah, starting to thicken up. And you can see that this area, as I say, with these aerial roots, they start to swell wherever they are. So this is nice, getting a bulge. You can see it's bulging where this branch is as well. This whole area is starting to thicken out. It's protruding out, and as you go around, it's starting just to round it off. That's what they tend to do. This area as well, you can see the effect it's having. So if I put it on the correct angle, just there. So this whole area, you've got the branch here and here, and then where the aerial root is as well. This whole section between my finger is actually starting to protrude from the main trunk line itself. So it's swelling here, here, around this area, also up here and around the area as well. And then it's also doing the same sort of set. Just there. So that's what they tend to do. If you keep the aerial roots, the trees will swell, so it causes inverse taper. If you don't want that on your ficus, you can see it bulging again. just there. So if you don't want that on your ficuses, recommend getting rid of your aerial roots, although I intend to make that a focal point on this tree. Oh, there you go, there's a good source. So you've got a big belly of it there. Yeah, so I intend to make that a focal point on this tree, and then up in this section as well, it's all bulging. And again, that's the way I'm going for it in this tree. I want it quite knotted, quite bold, quite focal. The trees grow like this in nature, and I'm making it a focal point on this one. So I don't want to cut them out. If anything, I want to add to it. And I'm not sure if you can see it on this angle, but there you go. It's, if I just angle you around the that way as well, you can see it bulging some more there. It's quite girthy in this section here. So thin and then thick here. It's like a lady's waist, and then tapers off upwards. And then the tree itself, as I say, it is quite widespread and up top. So what I am going to try and do is utilize the new branches that have come in, which is this one here. I would like to keep that, probably just trim it back. I need to get rid of this one, and then make it more conical, just bring it more compact. As you can see, the tree is looking very healthy. It's stunning, if anything, just needs a bit more work. Now, as we start, I say this while working on every ficus that I own. Ficus produce latex, which is the white, creamy internals. So as you cut into one of these trees, let me show you. Okay, that wasn't a good example. But when you cut into these trees, they bleed a white latex, and that, if you get it on your fingers, one of the many reasons I wear gloves, especially on these trees, it can be an irritant on your skin. Doesn't always happen to everybody, but me particularly, and it's one of many reasons I wear these gloves. It's not just a fashion accessory, but it gets on your skin and it can cause irritation. For me, it does. It won't do for everybody, but if it does for you, wear gloves. Tip of the day, that deserves a like. So highly recommend wearing gloves, so I wear it while working on your ficus. Yeah, so these tend to bleed white latex. So this is one of the new branches. I'm just going to come in, reduce that back, and then the one just slightly behind it, that's interfering, so I'm going to take that out as well. So all these ones that are internal, I'm just going to come in, take those out, as they are just in the way, and I want this section opened up. And as I can see, straight into there, I've also got another branch that I can take out, remove that as well. So now we can see straight into the tree. I can actually go into there as well. Nice, easy, straightforward decision made for me. So as well here, I've also got this branch here, and then I've got a decision to be made. So I've got this one that goes straight up, and then just below it I've got one that goes straight out as well. So decision, do I want this one that goes up? I've also got branch just at the back of it that goes outwards. I could take it out, or I could leave this one going off to the side. I've also got one here as well. If I take this one out, I've got that one and that one that goes up. Just swing it around. If I take it out, it does open up this side of the tree pretty aggressively. So I'm probably going to remove this one. It sort of leaves this gaping, but I've got this one coming into play, which will fill out the gap, which would probably leave a little bit of a gap here. So this one that's further up, let me just give you a slight better angle. Oh, it's this one here. So yeah, so this one goes up, this one next to it, I'm going to take this one out. This one can grow up, fill into this gap, and but either way, I do need to reduce the height of them both. And I'm going to come in, take that one back to here, and remove this one completely. So I'm going to come in, as if I don't remove it, it will eventually cause more swelling there. And although I am making a feature of this tree if it causing swelling, I don't want it filling out too much, because I've got this little branch here, I've got this branch here. Too much will cause utter carnage in cluttering it up. While we're in this section as well, I'm just going to come in. Again, we are just coming back. I just need to come in and reduce the height. I'm not sure by how much yet. I might need to reduce it to this leaf, but for now, I'm just going to go here. I don't know how much height I need to take off of this whole tree as of yet. I'm just going to stick to this section right now. Same with this section. Just down below, I just want to come in and do directional pruning, make sure everything grows outwards. If I'd have left those little bits there, which is just this section, if I'd left them continuing growing up, they would have just gone through the tree straight upwards. Cutting back to this leaf, it will now encourage it to grow outwards. This little branch here is swinging around, and if I let it continue, it's going to grow up and through the tree. So again, I'm going to come in and just take that one completely out of the picture. It's not needed going through the tree. And I will take that bottom off. Do I want that back one as well? I'll take that back completely. That neatens that. This branch at the bottom, I'm going to come in and remove that as well. That opens up my new visual at the base, so you can now see the whole front of the trunk line. You can see my aerial root, my big one. You can see past it, you can see the far one, and then you can see the opening of my tree. So now we need to now make the conical shape, which is about here. So let's move the camera angle, because as I say, I'm just looking for my conical shape just here, which is out of focus of the camera. So I'm going to re-change the camera angle so you can see where we're looking for the conical shape. So for the conical shape, I'm looking somewhere along the lines of, I think, now bear in mind, the camera angle is not what I can see. So I'm looking something along the lines of that, I think. Something like that, which is going to be hard for me to get because obviously the camera angle is not the same eyesight as what I can see in real life. So I'm looking through the camera, and that's ideally what I want, but for me to get that angle is going to be difficult because what I can see now on the camera I can't see in real life. So I'm going to try my hardest to get that. So let's go for it. So I'm guessing it's going to be roughly around about there that I need to start taking out. Which is about that height, I think. And then let's trim from there. Now I hope, I'm praying, I got this down to a T. But we can soon rectify it if it's wrong. You know, there is no... We can always take more off rather than putting more back on, as they say. So we're just going to do it in incremental sections. So let's do it bit by bit. And if we do it bit by bit, we should get this correct. I don't see why we should mess this up anyway. Alright, so that's coming along there nicely. And then if I come along this way on this path, let's start with that one there, and then let's go with that one there. Even though it's come back further, let's just go there. How's that looking so far, folks? I think we're not doing too bad conical wise. This one's obviously too tall, so we've got to bring that in line. So let's go there, and then let's go there. Let's bring this back one back down to that one there. Let's clear this mess up. Right, so we've got it in a good shape so far. Still think it's a little bit too tall. I'm going to give it a quick spin and then we'll have a look. It's coming along quite nicely, and as I was talking about before about the latex that drips, so here we go. Here's the white latex, just there, and as I say, that can be an irritant to some people, particularly me, so make sure you wear your gloves, folks. And this is now looking quite conical. It is a little bit taller so far, but before I continue that, just like before, there's still some crossing branches that grow in the wrong directions. So while you are in hand, I'm just going to go in and continue with my march on of taking out the right branches that I don't, well, the right branches that need to come out. That way, it makes my life easier when it comes to making those decisions. So this is a crossing branch. Let's take that out. In fact, let's use the right tool for the job. So if we take these branches out now, when it comes to making these conical decisions of the right branches, I'm actually making the right decisions and not taking branches out I don't need and wasting my time. So there's another one just in there, if you can see. Let's take that out. Got this branch as well. This one comes right across, just here. So we need to lose that one. Otherwise, as I say, I'm just making decisions on branches I'm not even needing. So that's down there. Nice neat cut. Look at that. Like a pro. You think I've been doing this for years. I can actually see another one. Can you see it? Just this one here. I don't need that or that, so they can go. I also, if you can see it, just down at the bottom here, there is a tiny branch just gone. Right, I think we may be able to continue. Need to make a decision with some of these at the bottom as well. This one right here, I also don't need, so let's take that one off. and probably not going to need this. Let's just have a look. Oh, and we've got some crossing branches just here. And another one. We are making decisions like a pro. This big thick one as well. That is a heavy branch. I might take that one off completely, you know. That is quite intrusive. That's coming out. A pretty thick branch. We've got this one that comes right across. That's in the way as well. In fact, I want to take that there. And if I need it in the future, no, I'm not going to need that. I'm just going to bring it off. Unless I've got that one and that one. And then I've got two competing here. Probably going to have to select one of those. By all means, it's probably going to be this one. But for now, I'm just going to leave both of them. I'll make a decision as they grow in. And then this back one here, that is loose and it's very low. I think that's going to go. I'll make that decision in a bit. I'll prune the rest of it up because I think we're at that stage now where I think, let's clear that. I've cleared out everything I need. Possibly that one. That might end up going as well. But I think I've cleared out everything else I need, don't need, and everything else is there that I do need. So I think we can continue with the decisions that we were just making. Let's get you back on the tripod and let's have a look again. Okay, so I think we've got the basic conical shape. I do need to just bring it in a tiny little bit more because I still think it's a bit too high. So let's start doing that. Bring it back some more. Now, this branch here isn't the leader. That one is, so it shouldn't be that long. So let's go ahead and reduce the height of this to there. And again, we're doing directional pruning. I would still like to reduce it back somewhat more, so let's go ahead. There we go. I'm going to do the same with this one here. Keep going with directional pruning. This one here, I want to bring it back. What have we got down low? In fact, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to do a chop there. I'm going to bring this one back down as well. Ideally, I would like to bring this down a bit further, but I've got nothing forward facing. Let's bring these down. I'm going to just bring out a smaller leaf, bring out the tips. Let's cut this back. Bring this one back here. Get that one to grow out that way. Get that to grow that way. In fact, I think I'm going to lose this branch. Open this section up a little bit more. Let's take that one back. which ultimately means I can bring this one back as well. Got a big leaf here, just going to get rid of that, open it up. Same with that section there. Bring that back. If I can bring that back some more. Now I would like to just bring this back somewhat a little bit further. So let's go ahead and bring that back. Same with this one, a little bit more. In fact, I'm going to bring that back to there. Bring that right back, allow this to grow forward. Bring this out front. How are we looking now? That looks a hell of a lot better. I still think this one here is a bit too tall. I'm going to bring that back. This one here, just going to snip a little bit more. I'm going to bring that one right back. In fact, I'm going to take that off. Have that as my new leader. Taking a look at the back, I've decided I definitely need to remove this branch, so I'm just going to take that off completely. And then I need to remove one of these branches here, so again I'm just going to come in and take this off here. Pull that back as well. And I think we're all okay at the back. Not too much needed to do. I think everything's right. Leave that to grow in. This one is a little bit too long, but I don't want to cut too far back. I will allow some more back budding. Same with this one and this one. Allow the back budding to go on. I think probably this one as well, actually. I've got a big leaf, actually. I just cut the big leaves off. See what comes of it. Let's have a quick scan around the tree, see if there's any big leaves, and then I'll cut those off. I finished the trim, took out the big leaves, so the big leaves that I was on about were inside the edges, so just like this one. So I do it underneath the leaves like this coming out, or just in the corners. So I took all those out, make sure they were the big ones, and that somewhat like this. So now the sun can go through, penetrate the rest of the inner branches, produce more buds nice and easily. So there we go. The tree is now a really good conical shape. It's going to allow back budding really, really easy. And I think we've got a nice, good shape, good bones. You can see a really good structure there. So, yeah. And that's the front. So this ficus is all trimmed up, looking, well, it's looking really good. Just take a look at it. From all angles, this is looking pretty decent now. I know the growth is pretty long and extended, but as I say, with the new growth, when it back buds, it'll push growth further down into the tree, and then I'll reduce the height as well, getting it more compact. That's basically how bonsai works. You let it grow, you cut it back, you let it grow, you cut it back, and as that happens, it reduces the long lignets, and you get it more compact. And we took quite a bit off. as you can see, it's all still sat there. I've got to go throw it on all over my garden, let it mound up and get into our compost, and I'll add the ground to them, fertilise. Yeah, you don't really need to know that, but that's what we're doing, trying to make the ground nice and fertile for future projects. Anyway, this tree's looking good. If you think it does look good, please do give me a like and leave a comment. Let me know what you feel about this one. And please, 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 please do subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow it as quick as possible so we can get more content. Good content, that is. Quality content. Anyway, if you like it, please do like. Don't forget to subscribe. Send it to your friends because, well, they might be interested in this content as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching as always, and have a nice day. Don't get caught out in the rain. Do some great bonsai yourself. Oh, by the way, my friend Sean, he's just launched his new channel, SB Bonsai. If you want to check him out, please do so. I'll leave a link in the description for you. Go check him out. He's a cool dude. He's just started. He's only got like 2 videos out. Let's go check his channel out. See you guys.